Page 6 of our review packet for Chapter 1. Well, the last one I did this question as well. So we'll redo it. So as soon as we see per, the word per, or a division in the units of measure, grams over cubic centimeters, that's going to tell us what to put on top, what to put on the bottom. Now the cubic centimeters is an indicator that we're going to need volume. And then the grams will go on top, the cubic centimeters are on the bottom. So there's a couple ways to solve this. Cubes are basically just like squares where the length and width are the same. Well, for a cube, its length, width, and height are all the same. So it's all sixes. So I don't use the side cubed formula. I just use length times width times height. Okay. So they're all the same, and it's 216. Now, for density, basically it's just telling us that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll put grams over cubic centimeters. We got the cubic centimeters at 216. And they tell us the grams 137.8. So there it is. And that's closest to ash. Okay, here we go again. The key to this problem is the word per. We've got a sphere, okay. All right, so 0.075 pounds per cubic inch. So cubic inch is a volume. Pounds, that'll go on top. The word per means pounds over cubic inches. Okay, so there's a couple ways to solve this one. Let's see how I do it this time. Okay, sphere is going to be 4/3 pi r cubed. 4 is our radius. So that's going to have to be used to get our volume. And then the pounds we're going to solve for. And essentially they gave us the density. Okay, so what's happening here is I've solved for the volume. Just be careful. You know, if you're significantly less than that, maybe in the 80s or 90s, no, not quite. What would we be? By 4. Yeah, if you're in the 60s, it's probably because you only squared 4. So please be careful of that. Okay, let's see. Back to, okay. So there's a couple ways. You don't actually have to do a proportion. You could have just said 0.075 over 1 equals x over the 268.08. Okay, and then we're going to cross multiply 0.075 times 268. So that's a good way to do it. And we get about 20. All right, hemisphere. So what we're going to have to do, it's going to be half of the full sphere. Okay. Diameter is 10, so the radius is 5. Okay, here we go. Pounds per cubic foot. So the word per is your division indicator. Pounds on top, cubic feet on the bottom. Don't need to change units of measure, just have to change the diameter from 10. Well, diameter is 10. Radius is 5. So now we got to get the volume of that hemisphere. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit. Four-thirds pi r cubed, but divided by 2 at the end. So it is 5 for the radius, don't forget. And you should get 261.8 approximately. And now we're going to go and apply this density. Okay. When it doesn't give you a number per cubic foot, you're seeing that I'm putting a 1 underneath there. Okay, it's implying 1 cubic foot. All right, cross multiply. 16,336. And that's it for page 6.